So hello everyone. So welcome back to the next part. In previous part we have discussed like how we can set up a project and how we can select the Android version here. So like what we have to do is here is basically nothing but we just need to go through some manifest file in this video, and we are going to do some setup of the build Gradle file, and we have also started some the UI implementation of this unit converter application. So what we have to do, let's first go through the manifest file. Like it is the very important file here. You can see in the manifest section you have the two sections here. Your first one is the Android here, and second one is the project. Okay, so in project file, basically you can see the project folder here, and in Android you can see the Android files here. Okay, so in Android files you can get the in manifest folder you will get the manifest file. Manifest file is basically nothing but it is the index of the application. Okay, so basically as you know, like we have a book, and let's for example we can consider we have a book and we have to visit some chapter. Okay, some particular chapter. So these particular chapters are mentioned on the index of the first page of the book. So basically this is the first page of the application. So in this you can just get all the details about the application as the index file as I mentioned. So you are just getting the application here, and in this application we have to mention all the important rules, abstraction rule, all the activities and all the services and all the broadcast receiver that we are going to use in our application. So we have to add it here. Okay, so it is nothing but it is a file index file that is very important for launching an application. By using this manifest file, our Android operating system is get to know how we can execute our application and which application is going to be executed. The icon which we are getting from the operating system, which we can show a round icon here, you can see, and the round icon which we are getting in our application is basically provided by this manifest file. Okay, so this is the application clause, and all the permission, like which type of permission that you need, like if you need a user permission of internet. Okay, so it is the basic permission you have to mention it here. So you can see when you click on the user permission, so we can just pass the any of the permission according to your requirement, and you can mention it here. And if the it is a mandatory permission you have to take from the user, so you have also right to get the permission from the user. So by default, if we need the internet connectivity in our application, if we have an application that can be go through the connection of internet, that you have to integrate some APIs, or you are just getting data from the server, so you are just using this internet permission. So basically internal permission is the internal permission which can be provided by the operating system. So we have to mention this internet permission for hitting the API, or we just need to create our application from backend services, so we can just use the internet permission for it. So just click on there and just close this. So you will got the permission from the operating system for internet using. So all the permission file that you are going to mention is here, and you have to add some rules here if you wanted. You can also change the theme of the application here. Okay, so in theme you can see here you can change your theme. Here you can change your round icon. Here you can change the icon. Okay, so basic icon. So what is this here? We are going to create a full backup content as well. Like sometime we can see like when we have some local storage thing in our application. So for preventing this local application, like some user have uninstalled the application and then they install. So we are going to allow backup equal to true. Okay, so that the previous data will be stored in our cell phone, so that the user is again install your application, so you can just get this allow backup equal to true. Okay, so these are the basic fundamentals of the Android manifest file, and basically you can also give the name of your unit converter here. So these are the basic thing, and then after we also need to add the API, target API in all the activity, like all the permission, all the services, or all the activity, you are going to mention it here. Okay, so this is the activity type of thing. So let's say we have to create another activity. Okay, so automatically the activity clause will be generated, and in activity clause you have to used for mentioning the activity here. If you mention this activity in, if you didn't mention this activity in your manifest file, you are not able to access this activity again. Okay, so this is very important for mentioning the activity here. And we have to use the name of the main activity, like we have a single activity right now, so we are using the main activity here. And we have to have exported equal to true. And we have the intent filter. What is intent filter here? Intent filter is going to decide which activity, which first screen you are going to visible to your application. So this is also used for creating the icon, how many number of icon that you wanted to use in your single app. So it is the basically type of launcher. We are going to use the launcher application. In this, we are going to show the main action, and the category will be the launcher. Okay. So if we have a two launcher category, so we are going to create a two app icon here. So this is the basic manifest file. Okay. So these are the things, a basic thing about the Android manifest file. So let's move to the build.gradle file. Okay. So you can just click a double shift here. Okay, and just search it on like this command prompt. So you are just enter this build.gradle file. So we have a two type of build.gradle file. So first is the app level, and second is the unit converter, like the project level. So it is basically project level, and when you do any changes in this, so you are going to changes in all the libraries in the project. But if you are doing the changes in the app level, so you are going to select the app level. So in this, we are seeing like we have a lot of dependencies here already mentioned. Okay, so this dependency is basically for the core Android Kotlin that we are going to use. We have to use the app compat library. We are going to using the material design. We are going to create using the constant layout, and we are going to use the just implementation known as the JUnit library. Okay, so we are just using the JUnit library. We are going to implement the Android test implementation as well. So for this, let's say we have to use a library known as the view model library, or we can say like Android X lifecycle library and the live data that we are going to enter. So how we can implement it? Let's see. We have a library. We can Google the library here and just use and paste it here. Okay, so I have basically lifecycle view model library. So let's see how we can implement. We are just pasted here. Okay, so we have selected the language is known as the DSL language. So we have to change it according to the this format. Okay, so just mention the category here, linear bracket here. So this round bracket we are going to use it here. Okay, so just click on sync now. We are going to add this dependency in our project. So this is how you can use all the dependencies here. So this is the basic implementation of the libraries that we are going to use in our project. Okay, so this is the basically unit converter, the basic implementation of the manifest file and the DSL and the build.gradle file. So that's all for this part, and in next part we are going to implement the UI and the other stuff. So keep going, and best of luck. Thank you so much. Keep in touch with you.